Do you ever find yourself overwhelmed by the stress of daily life? It's a common sentiment, isn't it? We all have those moments where the world seems too much. But what if there was a way to find calm amidst the chaos? That's where mindfulness comes in, our tool for today. Mindfulness is essentially about being present, about paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the world around us. It's about observing without judgment and without trying to change anything. And the beauty of it is, it's something we can practice anytime, anywhere. Let's dive into our first mindfulness exercise, mindful breathing. This exercise is as simple as it sounds, but don't let that fool you. The simplicity is the key to its effectiveness. To begin, find a comfortable position. You can sit, stand, or even lay down. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Now, turn your attention to your breath. Don't try to change it, just notice it. Feel the sensation of the air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs, and then leaving your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or belly as you breathe. The goal here isn't to empty your mind of thoughts. Thoughts will come and go, and that's perfectly okay. Simply acknowledge them, and then gently bring your focus back to your breath. So, why do we do this? Well, mindful breathing has a plethora of benefits. By focusing on our breath, we anchor ourselves in the present moment, which can help reduce stress and anxiety. It can also improve focus and clarity, as we're training our minds to concentrate on one thing at a time. But perhaps the most profound benefit is the sense of peace and calm it can bring. In those moments of mindfulness, we're giving ourselves a break from the constant chatter of our minds, a chance to simply be. Remember, it's not about emptying your mind, but about focusing on the present moment. Let's move on to the next exercise. Have you ever stopped to truly observe the world around you? This question brings us to our second mindfulness exercise, which is all about mindful observation. This practice is quite straightforward, yet incredibly powerful. It's about choosing an object in your environment and focusing on it with all your senses for a few minutes. The object can be anything: a leaf, a cup of coffee, a painting, or a pet. The key is to observe it without judgment or analysis, just pure observation. Let's imagine you've chosen a leaf for this exercise. You might start by noticing its color. Is it a vibrant green, or is it starting to turn brown? Notice the texture. Is it smooth, or does it have veins running across it? How does it feel against your skin? Pay attention to its shape, its edges. Is it symmetrical? Take a moment to appreciate its intricacy. The fact that it was once part of a bigger organism, a tree. As you engage in this exercise, you may find your mind wandering, bringing up thoughts or judgments. That's perfectly normal. When this happens, gently guide your focus back to the object of your observation. Remember, the objective here is not to empty your mind, but to train it to return to the present moment whenever it strays. The beauty of mindful observation lies in its simplicity and versatility. You can practice it anywhere, anytime, with anything. Over time, this exercise can enhance your concentration and heighten your awareness. It encourages you to slow down and appreciate the beauty in the ordinary, the magic in the mundane. It reminds you that every single thing around you has a story to tell, a role to play, contributing to the intricate web of life. Furthermore, it can foster a deeper connection with the world around you. It can make you more aware of your environment and your place within it, grounding you in the present moment. After all, isn't that what mindfulness is all about? Being present, being here, now. By observing, you become more aware of your environment and your place within it. So why not give it a try? Take a moment today to truly observe and connect with the world around you. When was the last time you truly listened without judgment or distraction? It's a question that warrants some thought, isn't it? As we immerse ourselves in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often forget to truly listen, to be present. That's where our third mindfulness exercise, mindful listening, comes into play. Mindful listening is an exercise that encourages us to focus on the sounds around us without trying to identify or judge them. It's about being in the present, about being aware. So how do we go about it? Well, it's simple. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and just listen. The goal here isn't to identify what you're hearing or to attach any emotions or thoughts to those sounds. It's merely to listen, to hear. You might hear the hum of your refrigerator, the chirping of birds outside your window, or the distant sound of traffic. It's not about what you're hearing, but rather the act of hearing itself. As you do this, you may find your mind wandering. When this happens, simply bring your focus back to the sounds. Remember, it's not about the destination, but the journey. Now, you might be thinking, what's the point of this? Well, mindful listening comes with a host of benefits. For one, it enhances our auditory perception. By focusing on the act of listening, we become more attuned to the sounds around us. Moreover, it fosters peace and tranquility. As we focus on the sounds, we let go of our thoughts, our worries, our anxieties. We become present, and in the process, we find peace. Mindful listening also helps us become more aware of our surroundings. We become more attuned to the world around us, more in sync with the rhythm of life. So give it a try. Take a moment to just listen, to be present. You might be surprised by what you discover. Through mindful listening, you can develop a deeper appreciation for the world around you. Have you ever considered the experience of eating as an opportunity for mindfulness? Let's dive into our fourth exercise, mindful eating. This is a practice that invites us to slow down and truly savor our food, something that's often overlooked in our fast-paced world. So, how do we perform this exercise? The first step is to choose a small piece of food. This could be a piece of fruit, a handful of nuts, or even a square of chocolate. Now, before you take that first bite, take a moment to really look at the food. Notice its color, its shape, its texture. Next, bring the food to your nose and inhale deeply, taking in all the different aromas. Now, as you finally take that first bite, close your eyes. Chew slowly and deliberately, savoring the taste and texture of the food in your mouth. Notice how these sensations change as you continue to chew. The key to mindful eating is to stay in the moment, focusing on the experience of eating rather than letting your mind wander to other thoughts. This is not about judging or analyzing the food, but about being present and appreciating the simple act of nourishment. You might be wondering, what are the benefits of mindful eating? Well, when we eat mindfully, we tend to eat less and enjoy our food more. This can lead to better digestion and healthier eating habits. Beyond that, mindful eating can also help us to reconnect with the natural joy of eating and to appreciate the food that nourishes our bodies. It's also important to remember that mindful eating is not a diet or a set of restrictions. It's about experiencing food in a more conscious, intentional way. So next time you sit down to a meal, remember to slow down, savor each bite, and truly enjoy the experience. Mindful eating can transform a mundane activity into a moment of joy and appreciation. So let's enjoy the journey of mindful eating together. How often do you check in with your body and notice how it's feeling? Our fifth and final exercise, the body scan, invites you to do just that. This exercise is all about focusing your attention on different parts of your body, starting from your toes and working your way up to the crown of your head. As you mentally scan each area, take note of any sensations you may feel. Is there tension, relaxation, warmth, or perhaps a tingling sensation? There's no need to change anything. Simply observe and acknowledge these sensations. The body scan is a powerful tool for cultivating awareness and connection with our physical selves. It encourages us to tune into our bodies, often revealing tension and discomfort that we weren't conscious of. By becoming aware of these sensations, we can learn to release tension and promote relaxation. This exercise is not only beneficial for our physical health, but also for our mental well-being. It helps us to ground ourselves in the present moment, taking a break from the constant chatter of our minds. It's a reminder that we are more than our thoughts and feelings, that we exist here and now in our bodies. And that brings us to the end of our journey through these 5 daily mindfulness exercises. We began with mindful breathing, a simple yet effective technique to anchor ourselves in the present. We then moved on to mindful observation, inviting us to experience the world with fresh eyes. With mindful listening, we learned to tune into the sounds around us, and with mindful eating, we discovered the joy of savoring every bite. Each of these exercises offers a unique path to mindfulness, a way to become more present in our daily lives. They remind us that every moment is an opportunity to connect with ourselves and the world around us in a deeper, more meaningful way. Remember, mindfulness is not a one-time thing, but a practice incorporated into daily life. So take a few minutes each day to be present and see the difference it makes.